It's a pretty frigid December day in our nation's capital. We got our space heaters on full blast up in the booth at FedEx Field. Today, it's a Week 14 matchup that should be a good one between the San Francisco 49ers and the Washington Commanders. Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now a first carry here for Robinson. And an early how do you do right there as they're going to bury him in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down. Second down and a run by Robinson. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. It's a first down Washington on a pickup of 18.
That's a very nice game there. A confidence-building run. Love the execution up front. And the way he puts the hole, absolutely perfect.
To throw, Huntley. They'll get this into the hands of Antonio Gibson. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it's second down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4. Now third down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Huntley to throw. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
Well, we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the #1 receiver double covered, but how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a first down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. So after a rare misstep on this drive, they'll try to make amends on 2nd and 15. Here's Huntley. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 12-yard line. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And he's brought down. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. Robinson is into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. So he had the nice run to get him down there. Was stopped just short of the goal line, but they go right back to him, CD, and he delivers to finish the drive off.
A little extra determination there, don't you think, partner? You notice he didn't tap on his helmet and say, get me out after the run down to the end zone. He said, I almost got in. I'm going to get in on my own. I'm staying in. And he carries it across the goal line.
Taken in at the 3. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line. Lance and the 49ers now. 1st and 10 at their own 21. Here's Lance to throw it. Man open. That's Ray McCloud. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down. Now former 6th-round pick, it's Elijah Mitchell. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. I tell you what, CD, this Washington defense, very strong in the victory last week.
And I think our statistician, we ended up having to bring the blue tent and put it around him for a while because he was developing a hand injury from having to write down all the turnovers this team forced. 5, 6, 7, 8. Absolutely unbelievable. I hope he'll recover.
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, 49ers. Josh Lambo now for the point after. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Looking to throw. Huntley. This to McLaurin out on the left side. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage after it.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. And we're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And what's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep.
Complete out to Samuel on the quick throw. And he is going to lose yardage here. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And 3rd and 8 now.
They threw the screen to the perimeter, but to no benefit at all. Tackled behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of yardage.
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on 3rd. Back to throw. Huntley flushed out right. 20, 10. And he's going to get this all the way down to the 2 before he's wrestled out. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
When teams practice their plays during the week, they're hoping that it's going to pay off on game day. So it sure has to.
Second quarter now from our nation's capital, and it's Washington in possession of the football as they go to work on a 1st and goal. Robinson. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. A terrible spot for a holding call as he'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal. Looking to throw. Huntley, flush to his right. And a dangerous throw there, incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. It's a pickup of 3, but still a little work to do on 3rd and goal.
A lot can go wrong when you call a play like this down in the red zone, but that's where you appreciate this from your head coach. He's not afraid to trust his guys to do the right thing, and as a player, that means an awful lot.
19 Lions. 3.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. Touchdown, Washington. A great effort there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Commanders have taken the lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Lance. And this is incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. And Lance going to throw. Being chased out left. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down. The Cardinals was clearly the challenge by sending a blitz on 2nd down, but even the extra guys couldn't catch him in the backfield. He didn't scramble for it first, but he does get the last lap by evading the blitz and getting beyond the line of scrimmage. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3-and-out and giving the ball back to their offense?
We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3, because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, and right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence, because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Huntley, and his throw's going to be incomplete. Just his 2nd incompletion so far. He's 8 for 10. I think he'll take 80%.
There's no doubt that he will, but if you're the defensive play caller, you better circle what you just dialed up on your play sheet and come back to it, because you just caused an incompletion. You need a few more of those.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
From the gun on 3rd down, Huntley. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
I know we spend a lot of time talking about how the defensive backs read routes and make plays on the football. How about a good linebacker? Feeling the route, seeing the quarterback, jumps the play, and knocks it away. Really well done.
And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. They'll start with a run by Mitchell. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 10-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
From the lineman to the guy running with it, that was a well-executed first down by the offense. With 2 shots left to get the first, you can get a little aggressive here on 2nd down if you want and try for some bigger yardage.
Right back to Mitchell on 2nd down. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the first down.
Lance throwing out wide for Samuel. So the completion good for 7 there. And it's 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Mitchell. And he'll manage only a couple here up to the 25. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
Description because diagnosed is perfect on that. Greatest keys, make the play. He can even get better at moving forward.
An extra man in the secondary for Washington on 3rd down. Throwing now is Lance. This ball nearly intercepted. A once-in-a-season chance for the big fella, but he couldn't corral it. 4th down, straight ahead. Wisnowski on to punt as he sends this one away. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. Yeah, call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Off the option, here's Robinson. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 56 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Now this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Huntley throw complete there to Thomas. And a tackle going to be made at the 38. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth, yes, and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. The 40. Past the 20. And he will bring this one back. It's a fumble return for the 49er touchdown. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Throwing on first down. Huntley slings this deep from McLaurin. Well, the corner gets a hand on it, but he still makes the play. And he will go out of bounds down at the 15-yard line. A huge play there for Washington. 61 yards.
Well, partner, that's how you make a long drive suddenly not so long anymore. One big play, and they're already in field goal range with designs on getting more than that.
Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Give to Robinson on the option. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They'll run with Gibson. He's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. 4th down. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They go with the option on 4th down, left side. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And hindsight 2020, I think they probably should have gone for the field goal, right?
The 3 points would look really good right now, but I think what we just saw there, analytics really starting to creep into the game because more and more teams are saying the more you go for it, the better your odds of getting it, the better your odds of scoring 6 points instead of 3. They took a chance there. It just didn't pay off.
Yeah, right here, the anti-analytics guys go thumbs up. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Looking for the out route. He's got his man. It's Mitchell. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. 13 yards there and a Niner first.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Throwing on 1st down is Lance. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller, and the Commanders are going to take possession of the football. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Pretty straightforward play there by the linebacker. He saw the run, went with straight-ahead pursuit, and dumped him behind the line of scrimmage.
A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. So they've been unable to capitalize on the great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9. Back to throw. Huntley. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Sly able to put this one through, and they take a 17-14 lead. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. Room here to run. And they work this well upfield across the 45. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these 2 teams at the break. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The 49ers going to have the football and trailing on the scoreboard as we get back underway on EA Sports. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
Slot man moves right.
On first down, they go back to Mitchell. And he carries this one past the midfield stripe and into Commander territory.
Daron Payne, the big D tackle there to make the stop.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
And Lance's throw pulled in by Kittle. And a tackle going to be made at the 38.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
First down, here's Mitchell.
And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
On 2nd and 9, Lance. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Washington defense.
It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a first. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left.
Throwing his Lance on 3rd down.
Eluding the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
The kick by Lambeau is good, and that will tie things at 17 all. So they come away from this opening drive of the third quarter with only 3, but it does draw them even.
Yeah, and that has to be job 1, doesn't it? A touchdown definitely would have been nice. We know that. But here, you get back on even terms, and now you've got most of the second half to try and get yourself into a position to win.
A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And their 3-point halftime lead gone now, back to a tie game, but Gibson gets hit and he fumbles it.
And this is going to be 49er football. Let's see now, Charles. That's 7 turnovers between last week and this week. 3 here in this game, 4 in last week's game.
You know I do my research, right? And I go all the way back to the best coaches that have ever been in this game, and all of them started with ball security in some form or another, understanding that taking care of the ball was the key to winning games. They can't believe what they're seeing right now because they spend all this time on it with the fundamentals, taking care of it, tucking it away, and they're not doing it.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Lance. And he'll find McLeod on the right side complete.
And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
It's time to get more credit there to the defense. They played that very well because of the drag route. And you ran a little shallower than normal as it worked straight across the field. He
was hoping he'd get back behind the defensive line. Once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Lance going to try and throw on third down here. On the sideline, did he keep his feet in bounds? They say yes. Great job, both feet in, first down. Great way to convert on third down there. 21 yards the play.
And that could be one of those turning point plays in a ball game. A field goal gets you the lead here, but they want to make a statement and get 6 points. And they're certainly going to get that opportunity as they get the conversion and set up first and goal.
He'll get only 2 there, and it's second and goal.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
This one is Slayton over the middle. A touchdown-saving tackle there. Now it's third and goal. Mitchell. Yeah, boy, a good surge defensively. Depend on the mark, but I'm not sure he got there. And now following that last play, I do believe we're going to get a review here. Yes, indeed, the red flag is out. So that challenge not successful there, and that's going to cost him the first of his timeouts. Lance going to sneak it, and he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. The sneak successful from a yard out, and the Niners' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Point after by Lambeau, up and good, and they will take a 7-point lead. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he returns this to the 22. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
From the 28, it's 2nd and 5. Off the option, here's Robinson. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
They go play action here on first down. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss.
He's the NFL sack leader coming into the game, and now that's 2 more that he's added to his total.
He wants some separation from spot 1 and 2 in that sack category. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 26 yards on the play there, and they're going to have a third down.
Well, if you like the guys who run the ball, you're enjoying watching this. But the other guys, especially the defense coordinator, trying to figure out an answer on how to slow down the running game, I think maybe starts to call more blitzes, because you can call run blitzes in order to try and get more people to the point of attack.
And he finds McLaurin. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Give to Robinson on the option. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
The slot man in motion right.
off the option. Here's Robinson.
And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we play.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
To throw on third down, Huntley.
That one complete out to Dotson.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the fourth. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
And they eventually get to him at the 17 after a pickup of 17 into the red zone. First down. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
Back to Robinson now on first down.
And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter,
Dotson has it. Touchdown, Commanders.
10 yards on the touchdown pass.
And the Commanders are an extra point away from tying this game here in the fourth.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this fourth quarter. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away.
Taking it about the 1.
And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the fourth quarter. And a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
And Lance now to throw.
Escaping the pressure right. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on.
He broke that line of scrimmage and then let it fly, and that's an automatic flag.
Yeah, and you know, you don't just lose the 5 yards there, but you lose a down as well. So he obviously needs to have better awareness about what he's going to do. Either tuck it and go or throw it to a target and get that pass away.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. He's got a man complete. A big... Play there for the Niners. 45 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Now Lance.
Throw left side, complete to McLeod.
Second and 2. from the gun to give to Mitchell. And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. 91 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Another run with Mitchell.
And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Bringing him down there, Jonathan Allen. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Lance. And it's complete. In the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. Danny Gray, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Niners answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. So take away the touchdown there as that's going to be ruled an incomplete pass. Lance looking to throw it. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down.
That looked great when he first took off because in my mind, there was room to run, and he had the marker in his sight. But I certainly didn't expect him to close so quickly, and neither did he. They got to him just in time, and now that forced him to make a decision with his 4th down call.
So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. Give to Robinson on the option. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. It's a gain of 4, and it gets him the first.
To throw, Huntley.
Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a nonstop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down.
Short gain, last 2 plays. Who do you think's excited about that?
Absolutely, this defense, they're saying go right ahead with those. Able to connect with Dotson. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. Off the option, here's Robinson. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. So that time they get the tight end on the hold.
Normally he's a pretty good run blocker, but this time he just didn't get his arms extended and let go quickly enough. The flag came out as a result.
Now Huntley. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
That's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath. and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
3 yards on the gain. They're going to need to do better on this next play. It'll be 3rd and 12. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point you have to have a splash play in there as well.
A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on 3rd down. Huntley. Flushed out right. Thomas brings it in. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 23 yards on the play. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Here's Huntley. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Sly able to put this one through. And that will tie this game here in the final minute of play. So in the final minute, they turn it over to their kicker to get him back to even, and he does not disappoint.
Brandon, do you think the pressure ever gets to this guy? Because I sure don't. That was pretty smooth right there. But I tell you, he better not rest on his laurels, because there's a good chance they may need him again if this game goes to overtime.
And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
Let's go now.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Tie game, and barring something incredible here, we're likely headed to overtime.
What I would do is either hand it off inside or more likely to take a knee and let the clock run out. Because if I'm back there trying to throw and a sack happens, the ball comes free.
And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And everyone knows the OT rules, Charles, but pretty simple formula. They go down and get a field goal, we continue play, but if they can find the end zone on this possession, ball game over.
And as meticulously as all teams plan for a game, I don't doubt for a second on that offense coordinator's play sheet, he's got some overtime plays that he wants to run. I know it sounds crazy, but they plan for everything. 1st and 10 all the way throughout the game, 2nd and 7, whatever. Right now, he's looking at that play sheet saying, if we get to overtime, what can we break out that they haven't seen?
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Here's Lance to throw it. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
Nothing up and down field. He had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. It became an all-arm throw trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
Washington looking for another timeout, and they get it. They'll be left with just one remaining here at OT. In need of a 3rd and 10 conversion to keep this opening drive of OT alive. To throw, it's Lance. Got a man, Slayton. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 34-yard line.
Let's go now.
Here's Lance. Flush to his right. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Partner, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
Up the middle, here's Mitchell. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
That call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive. And once again, they show passing formation, showing a shotgun, and they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
They need to get this to the 24 on third down. Shotgun now for Lance. That's complete left side to Gray. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 15-yard line. A solid gain of 15 yards and the sticks move. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. A shotgun handoff to Mitchell. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settling because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field. Lance with a tap forward on the jet sweep. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first.
Down. Watch it. 6. Repeat.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll just get rid of it.
They converted twice on 3rd down that drive already, but couldn't make it a 3rd. We always talk about in-game adjustments. How about what the defense did there, able to shut them down on that attempt.
And Lambeau will put this one through, and they have regained the lead. So they do get the short field goal here to get them the all-important overtime lead. But, Charles, you wonder if they'll wind up ruining the fact that they were able to get down into the red zone, yet not able to find the touchdown that would have won them the game.
Brandon, you're absolutely right. In overtime, when you get the ball first, the hope is your opponents never see the football. But now they're going to get a drive to try and win it, or at least keep the game alive with a field goal. And I'm getting a dictionary out to look up ruin.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They begin the drive with Robinson. Well, it's pretty simple now. They need a field goal out of this drive to extend overtime, or obviously, Charles, a touchdown to win it.
Yeah, and I'm taking the defense's perspective on this one, partner, because now they know with a 3-point lead, they can afford to give that up because you just keep playing, right? Overtime gets extended. But if you give up the touchdown, it's game over. So on offense, every play you make, you've got to try and get just a little bit more out of each one in order to try and get to the end zone because they're going to play everyone back, keep everything in front.
Huntley to throw. Pass complete, Thomas. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
And he'll be stopped after a very short gain, and now you're looking at 4th down.
On 4th down, Huntley slings this deep for McLaurin. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over.
Well, partner, you and I were excited for this one today, and certainly had its moments. Some good execution at times by both of these offenses. Defenses both made some plays as well. And always a joy to be up here in the booth next to you, my friend.
Yeah, it's a privilege to be up here in the booth next to you as well. Thanks for taking the time, and let's go ahead and get ready for our next one, right? I'll see you in the film room. Get that preparation started now.
So for San Francisco, it's a 10th win on the year as they move to 10-3. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Arizona to take on the Cardinals. Meanwhile, for Washington, it's a loss that could have implications on the playoff race as they fall to 9-4. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to MetLife Stadium to take on the New York Giants.